Hey everyone, this is Natalie from Power Moon Tarot. Welcome to your reading. Today's reading is called What's Next for You in Love? And I have my initial bag, so we will be getting some initials at the end of each pile. And I have 3 different piles for you to choose from, which we'll go over in a second. I will be having an extended reading today where you can click to the link below in my description box, which will take you to my Vimeo channel, and you can go to each of your piles and watch your extended reading if you like there. In this reading, we're asking what's next for you in love. In the extended reading, we'll be asking what was their first impression of you, how they see this going with you, and what your guides have to tell you about the connection, okay? So we will take a look at the extended reading as well, but in the meantime, let's go for it with this reading. 333 on my clock right now, which is a great time to start a reading. It's very creative, abundant energy, very much Empress energy. Okay guys, so let's get into it. It's a gorgeous Sunday. It's actually a really dreary, rainy, cloudy day in Seattle, but it's a beautiful day anyway. I do love these rainy, dreary days, and we're getting super close to Halloween. So for those of you that are witchily inclined, make sure to start working on your spell work, start working on honoring your ancestors, and it's cool to start that work right now, my friends. So let's go ahead, and also too, if you want to book a private reading with me, there is my link below where you can in the description box, you can find out how to book a private reading with me, what my prices are. And additionally, if you want to follow me on Instagram, my account is below. My account's private, so you'll have to request me, but I will accept your request once you send it, okay? So let's go ahead and get into it, my friends. We have pile number 1, which is the black tea light. We have pile number 2, which is the green tea light, and pile number 3, which is the purple tea light, okay? So whatever pile you're drawn to, my babies, we will go ahead and look at what is coming next for you in love. And you can click the description box below, again, to go straight to your pile. And you can always watch more than one pile if you're trying to have more than one person. Why not, right? So for some of you, I know you like to keep a full schedule, and that is completely okay with me. So let's go ahead and get into it. We have the oracle cards, the pre-chosen oracle cards. When I choose my oracle cards, I choose them, and I don't know what's in the pile, and I choose from various oracle decks that I have, and we always do the oracle cards first, and the oracle cards are always a very interesting way to jump into the reading and connect to the energy. So I'm excited to do that. And for those of you here for the black tea light, pile number 1, welcome to your reading. Thank you for being here. There could be a lot of, I'm just going to say right off the gate, out the gate here, that there could be some more masculine energy watching this pile, and I'm just feeling that right out the gate. Doesn't mean that feminine energy can't be watching it as well, but if you're a guy and you're watching this, welcome to your pile. I feel like this is a good pile for you to choose. Are you feeling that? Okay, so our question is, what is next for you in love? We're going to be getting some initials here as well, and in the extended reading, which you can click the description box below, we will go into what their first impression of you was, how they see this going, and what your guides need to tell you about the connection, okay? Whew. So let's drop into the energy for my beautiful pile number 1s, connecting to spirit right now to help discern for my beautiful pile number 1s with the black tea light. What is coming next for my pile number 1s in love? Ooh, I just got very calm, very nice energy, very relaxing energy, pile number 1. We have dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. So some of you may be getting premonitions or clairvoyant messages and pictures and visuals in your dreams about the person that's coming towards you. Some of you may be taking an airplane somewhere. I know it's COVID time, but you could be dreaming about going to visit someone. as well. And we have angels. They are here. Angels are here surrounding and guiding and protecting you. That's that really calm energy I was feeling at the start of your reading, pile number one. Some of you are willing, if it's not an airplane, you're willing to go the distance for love. And I see the initials LL in here, or just letter L. For those of you that are an L name or like someone that has an L name. But I definitely feel like your angels are here pushing you and urging you on and saying, it's time now, go ahead. All right, we have wasting your time. I knew there was going to be something about time here in this pile as well. Black has a resonance with Saturn, and Saturn has to do with how we are keeping our schedule, keeping our time. Now, for some of you, you may be pouring a lot of energy into a fantasy, and your angels are warning you that whenever you do this, it boomerangs back on you, and it makes you feel upset, like you've wasted your time. And you're like, well, where does the energy go? If I've spent this time thinking about someone and wanting someone and it doesn't materialize, it doesn't happen, where does that energy go? And I can see you get frustrated with that at times because we have wasting your time here. Fall, okay, well, it's fall season right now if you're in the Northern Hemisphere. And it's a beautiful time of year. It's a time to let go. So if you have been wasting your time on fantasies and fruitless connections that go nowhere, your angels are wanting you to get the ball rolling in other areas of your life and just let go. Like, don't obsess about, I wasted time, I wasted energy. Just go with the seasons, go with the flow of fall, and know that, you know, the timing it's going to get there when it gets there. We have 0330. This is a green light from your angels. The answer is yes, okay? So we have angels and angels here too. We have angels and then angels. So some of you may have been wasting time in connections that were not good enough for you, and we're not getting a signal from your guides or angels that it was time to move forward in the connection. But there could be someone new on the horizon for you, I feel, pile number one, where your guides and angels are going to approve of this connection. We have 1515. Pay attention to signs and information that come to you in books, songs, and names, okay? So there could be a book or a song or something, and, you know, I channel a lot of song lyrics, so we'll see if some come up during this reading. I like you. Someone likes you. Romance is boozing. Maybe some of you are boozing. Maybe some of you are gonna go have a drink with someone, but fun flirting and want to date, okay? So somebody does like you and have their eye on you. And I think sometimes, pal number one, you may get a little distressed because you may feel like in the past you wasted time with people that sucked and you had a hard time letting go of that. But I do feel that you are letting go of that now with fall here. And I do think your angels are helping to make that happen for you. Heart with a key, welcoming love, meeting the one, open your heart, getting together, perfect. Okay, so all these time wasters, all this bullshit from the past, I do feel like you guys are releasing that. We have Two of Swords and peace. That's what I was really feeling, this peaceful energy. Some of you need to go to the mountains. It's more, you need to clear your head. Some of you need to go out into nature, to be in the mountains, to really let go here with the black tea light and breathe in some clear, crisp air if you can. We have Queen of Swords, again, more air sign energy here too. So again, you could be sick of people wearing masks and just expecting that people are gonna wear masks when they're with you. And I think you've become much more discerning about this, my pal number ones. And you know, you've kind of become at peace with whatever you find out. You're like, if someone's bullshit, they are. I'll pick up the pieces and I'll move on. I'll let go, you know, like the fall, like the leaves falling from the trees, I will let go of that. So I do see you guys anchoring in this air sign, this fresh air kind of energy, letting new energy, new life into your life. And you may be a Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, right, watching this too, because we do have a lot of air here. Wow, someone does like you. There's a rumor going around that you ain't been getting served, all right? This is your guys' song. It's called Get Off by Prince. So maybe you've been wasting your time on people that just are never gonna give it up, you know? There's a rumor going around that you ain't been getting served. They say that you ain't you know what, and baby who knows how long. It's hard for me to say what's right when all I wanna do is wrong. Get off, Prince. So somebody does like you. Somebody does feel very sexual towards you, pile number one. And you could kind of just be in your own zone. Like, I don't really want people approaching me. I'm going to be peaceful about this. I'm going to take my time with it. We have prove it. Yeah. A nervous heart, these crazy beats. Don't you mess up. I don't want to lose you. I notice all the little things that you do, like when you hold me closely and say sweet things. Prove it. Okay. So I definitely am feeling that, you know, we have energy here of somebody who's been, you know, gone down a difficult and challenging path in the past with connections, fantasies that didn't work out. You felt like you were wasting your time. Things weren't happening in connections. They came to a stalemate, Two of Swords, and then you just had to cut things off, Queen of Swords, all right? And so I do feel like you guys are meeting someone who's going to interrupt this pattern and be different, but I think you're a little nervous about it, looking at them like, We have ancestors, number one. So we have the earth. Again, I do feel this theme of travel or wanting to go different places and being willing to consider lovers from a different, you know, from a different ethnicity or a different region geographically. I do see you being open to that. You're like, the world is my oyster, you know? And I do get the sense here with the angels and the ancestors that they want to bring you somebody that's a much higher caliber than the people that you've had in the past. Female relationships, number 12. Okay, so I was feeling that masculine energy in this pile, and not everyone here is a man that likes a woman, but I was feeling a masculine type of archetype. So it could be a woman that's more on the masculine side that likes women. It doesn't matter. But there's this sense of healing with the earth here in female relationships. There's this sense of healing relationships with the feminine. For those of you that have had some very like time wasting bullshit, couldn't let go of, connections that were just not really based in reality, that were kind of just fantasy connections, I do see you're healing this. And for some of you, you may be healing female relationships in your life with siblings or your mother or grandparents, but there's something here about the feminine here opening her heart again up. And once you know, there's the heart chakra. The feminine is opening her heart again. And with the number 4 here, like, you know, she's feeling stable enough. The feminine energy in this connection is feeling stable enough to do that. And I think that when you do that, or when she does that, that, you know, it's going to be okay. And things are not going to fall apart maybe like they did in the past. Okay, my pile number 1s. So very interesting energy that you guys have here. And I definitely feel some of you may not have, I'm also feeling Pisces energy with Gemini, Libra, or Aquarius, or Pisces with an air sign, water and air. And somebody is coming in hot too, like, you know, there's a rumor going around you that you haven't been getting laid, you haven't been, and some of you may have been closed off right here too with this black tea light, wasting time, Saturn energy, feeling like you have more important things to do, right? But maybe some of you have been neglecting your sex lives a little bit here, okay? So let's go ahead and see what is next for my pile number 1s in love. What is next for my pile number 1s in love? 4 cups. Yeah, you guys have been too busy. You've been like, don't waste my time. I know you want to be mine. I know you want to be mine. Why waste your time? I know you want to be mine, right? That's a song from the 80s. But I do feel like someone's approaching you and you're just kind of like in your own heart space, feeling the energy, being grounded, being connected, and someone's coming up to you to offer you something. It's your choice. Are you going to look up from what you're doing and accept the offer, or is this going to be a missed opportunity? All right. And some of you could have a Taurus coming towards you, but I also feel like this person is a lot more consistent and stable than some of the people that you've been with in the past. Now, I'm going to tell you, they could be stubborn. They could be aggravating to you at times, and they could put you off at times, all right? And you could be like, get out of here with that. And they may annoy you, all right? But I do feel like this is a person who is not going anywhere, and they do want to please you here with Get Off with Prince. They do want to please you, and they do want to prove it, all right? So they do want to do that. We have heart with a key here too as well underneath here, heart with a key. I do think, you know, the Hierophant always is associated with the keys. And so this person thinks that they have a key. They have a key to your heart here. Okay, we have King of Swords. Yeah, so this person is going to try to impress you. And I do feel like they can be very, like, when they want to argue a point or when they think they're right, they're very like, this is what's going on. This is what it is. Like, prove me wrong, you know, like somebody debate me. I feel like this person could be kind of asinine sometimes with their opinions. And I think sometimes you ruffle their feathers a little bit because you're just like in your zone, like you're zoning out, you're in your zone. You could be like water sign energy, like go with the flow, you know, Pisces, Cancer, just go with the flow type thing. And this person could be more like, you know, just concrete and rational in a way. And I feel like they could get annoying to you sometimes if they think that they're right a lot. You're just like, get out of here. But I do think this tension between you two creates this kind of, you know, you both want to acquire each other. Why you waste my time? I know you want to be mine, right? I feel like that's your guys' song here. It's this kind of cat and mouse chasey chase game, but I don't think that your person is going anywhere. I think they can just be irritating at times, like chafing, maybe pile number one. It's like stop chafing me with your shut up for a second, right? Like get off your soapbox. I feel like this person could have some very concrete ideas about life, and if you can get through that, I think you can find your way to this person's little nest here. Seven of Swords. Okay, so this is to me just this energy of this wasting time, where in the past, like, you thought that things were going to be committed and then you found out the truth, and you know, and it really spoiled things for you. And I do think it was painful. I'm seeing the image of blood too. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if somebody here, I'm not going to say it that way anymore. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm seeing an image of blood. Like, you may have sex with someone while you're on your period, or if you're a guy, you may have sex with a girl while she's on her period, or things may get messy is what I'm getting. All right. So, and also I feel like this person, needs to clear their energy a little bit too. I think that they're a little used to always being on the defensive, always being on the run, and to other people not, I think they're used to kind of always defending themselves. So I do think it's going to be, you know, a little bit challenging for them to drop into this 10 of Cups energy and get real. I'm seeing the initial G and the number 6. Okay, so if your name starts with a G or their name starts with a G, and somebody's birthday is on the 6th of the month, or that would be like month 6th or day 6. Okay, take this times 1,000. Take this times 1,000. All right. So let's see what's coming next for you. I think this person is willing to do the work. 8 of Cups is on the bottom of the deck. I think in the past you walked away, or other people walked away from connections fairly easily, okay, and left you kind of holding the bag. I do feel like this person, you know, you might feel at times like you might feel the urge to run away from this connection at times, pile number one, because you're just like, wow, it's you know, this is a lot. Like, I do feel this person wants something with you. They just can be a lot at times with the way that they communicate and act. So you may feel like you want to run away at times, which is interesting. But the 8 of Pentacles here tells me that you guys are both in a rather serious phase in your life right now. So I'm not getting from this energy, I'm not getting a lot of like, you know, maybe this Prince song is talking about, but this to me is more about like passion, energy, grind, right? I feel like you guys may be in that right now, passion, energy, and grind. Like, you're working towards what you want in life. You both are deep into your careers or whatever it is that you want to excel at in life. And I think sometimes both of you may have put love on the back burner here with heart chakra energy here. And so I do think you both are going to have to figure out how to bring that together and how to work in that energy space with each other. All right. Because I do think that can be a challenging stumbling block here. Yeah, maybe start out small and be friends first with the Page of Pentacles and just see how it goes. With the reverse judgment on the bottom of the deck, don't go too fast in this connection. It'll burn up too quickly. You definitely want to take things slow. That way you won't spook anyone either, and either you or them feeling like someone is running away here. All right, so let's go ahead and get some initials for my pile number ones. Spirits, angels, and guides. Can I get some initials for my beautiful pile number ones? So if you see your initials here or their initials here or the first letter of your name or their name, then, or you can spell your name out of these, then, you know, this is double double for you. Okay, we have P. P for Prince. Prince was a Gemini. Marriage, all right. Sex only, all right? So I do think for some of you, you've had connections that you thought were gonna go somewhere. They were a huge waste of time. They were sex only. It could have been very damaging to your heart chakra too. I do think a lot of you want the 10 of Cups. You want marriage. We have B. I feel like Brandon is a name here. We have a V. Brandon, Peter, okay? A Vinny, V for Vinny. Somebody here could be Italian. Okay, let's go ahead and see what else we get. We have I, Belle, Biv DeVoe, now you know. Biv, soulmate, yeah, somebody here is trying to have a soulmate. Z, okay. H, hi, somebody here is hi. Then we have hip, somebody here could have a cool style, could be kind of a hipster or have a cool style. Let's see what else we can get. Zip, we have ZIP, zip, all right. Somebody wants to loosen up your buttons, baby, all right. Let's see, Q and Z, man, those are some oddballs over there. We have you, okay. Pub, maybe you guys are gonna go to a pub together and hang out, all right. We have R, and we have F. Okay, we have FIB, fib. Somebody's fibbing. Somebody is a fibbing. We have D, all right. So D, I always want to spell out D-I-C-K, but I don't think we're gonna get there. G, I mentioned the G earlier. Yeah, I definitely feel a G in this, okay? So if you're a G, double double here, guys. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, RBG, there we go. Notorious B-I-G, right? Big, somebody here could be big or have a big attitude. We have like a Sagittarius, kind of has a real big attitude, like takes up a lot of, you know, just in a good way, not in a bad way. Right? So I'm just seeing what else we can. Somebody here could be a fireman too, or work for the police or fire department in New York City. I just got that as well. And then we have an A here, okay? So we have bag, all right? Maybe somebody carries a nice handbag here, okay? So, all right, guys, I hope you enjoyed your reading, my beautiful pile number ones, and we will go ahead and move on to my pile number twos, okay? I love doing the initials. It's so fun. It's just a little hard to clean up, as you can probably imagine. Okay. So for those of you that would like to join me on the extended reading, please feel free to follow me to the extended reading. We will be going into what their first impression of you was, how they will be, if you haven't met them yet, how they see this connection going, and what your guides need to tell you, okay? And it could be about this connection or something else. I mean, we can leave that open. What do they need to tell you, all right? Whew. So thank you so much, my pile number ones, and let's go ahead and get into it. Pile number two, welcome to your reading. You chose the green tea light. Thank you for being here, pile number two. So we are asking in your reading, what's next for you in love? We are going to get initials too with my initials grab bag here at the end of the reading, and we will go into the extended reading as well, which you can click below to go to my Vimeo channel, where we will talk about what their first impression of you is or will be, how they see this going, and what your guides need to tell you, okay? So let's go ahead and drop in. Spirits, angels, and guides, please help connect me to the energy of my beautiful pile number twos as I move on to the next pile and connect to this energy. Thank you so much, okay? So green tea light is so calming, so lovely. I love green. Looking at the green trees and all the color changing right now. The trees are actually changing color. Maybe not if you live in the southern hemisphere. The trees are becoming green, and maybe some of you are in the southern hemisphere who are watching this pile for me to say that, okay? So let's get into it. Vision work. Strengthen your gifts by looking at the clouds. Yeah, I did feel that like viewing nature kind of vibe in this pile. We have writer. Write, or should I say type your story, okay? So some of you could be creatives here and could be very poetic in the way that you express yourself and need to work on your third eye, I feel here as well, as far as opening up yourself to creativity, also clearing your third eye. I'm sure you can find YouTube videos for clearing your third eye, particularly if you're a creative person. I feel like you would benefit from that. We have September. Well, September is going on right now. Look at this tree though. This tree has no leaves on it. It's not green. And you know, truth be told, you could have been around someone who is kind of sullen is what I'm getting, like a sullen kind of an energy. I'm also getting someone that liked to bite you, okay? I don't know if you guys have like people that bite or you've been around people that bite you, but I do feel like someone could have more sullen energy, more creative type energy, be more of like a scattered artist type energy here. I'm definitely feeling some Scorpio energy, some kind of broody, maybe Scorpio Aries energy here. We have August. All right, so we have August and September. I do feel like you guys recently had a progression where, you know, I feel like for some of you, August was better and September was like, you felt like September was just barren. Like you had no options. There wasn't anybody good coming through. You felt really annoyed by the choices that you had and you were kind of like, bite me, you know, like the world, bite me world. And I feel like August could have been a little bit more spicy for you or a little bit better for you, or you had more options, or it was more sexual, because I'm drawn to the orange in the sky and the moon right there. So I do think maybe some of you are coming off of a little drought or coming off of a period where you just didn't like the options, like the options sucked. 888, karmic cycles are now coming to a close. Allow all parties to absorb necessary lessons for growth. Yeah, I do feel like that. I feel like there was something in August that started off good. It went to shit. It's not feeling good anymore. And 888, this energy of needing to clear the karma out from a connection. And that's probably why there's also writing here too. Maybe some of you need to journal to get rid of this energy so you can let something else in here. 651, your twin flame has been visiting you in your dreams. Write your feelings down upon awakening. Again, this writer energy. And if you don't like writing, you can always get those apps where you talk into your phone. I always feel silly doing that, but we could have some Gemini, Scorpios, or Aries in this pile. Maybe that appeals to you. Heartbroken. Yeah, definitely that sullen kind of energy. Like you might have felt like once bitten, twice shy, or just bitten by love, like someone sucked on a sour lemon here, feeling heartbroken. Karmic cycles are closing for you. Don't worry, pile number 2, they are closing for you. You are going to get healing with the green tea light here. Talking, all right? So you might still be talking to this person, and I'm touching my ear right now. So that means when you're talking to them, you need to listen to what they're actually saying and not make up anything in your head about it, but actually listen to where they're at. Because I feel like for some of you, like, don't avoid what they're saying and don't turn your back on them when they're trying to talk to you, because I do feel like that's going to infuriate them more. And just make the situation worse for some of you here. We have 4 with completion, so 4 of Wands, so 11-11 energy here, but completion energy. So karmic cycles are coming to a close. So you could have been with someone that you really saw a future with, pile number 2, and now you're like, well, geez, shit, you know, like things were looking more hopeful going into August and early September, and now it's like, like things are sucking, you know. Cruelty, 9 of Swords, okay. So, you know, I do feel like there is something unfinished in this connection, all right? There's been certain things that haven't been said and certain things that need to be said in order to close this connection. As my friend would always say, are we complete? Now that's kind of, are we creating and completing? Now that kind of talk sometimes drives me insane. I don't know. Anyway, I'm not going to go into that kind of talk. But anyway, there could be a conversation here that hasn't happened that needs to happen, because right now I do feel like people are just in very like broody kind of energy where they're just sort of like, you know, feeling kind of like just sour about a connection is what I feel. All right. And if somebody here is named Holly, I'm getting the name Holly or some variation of the name Holly, or a name that starts with H. If this is you or them, like take it times 100, or there is someone in your circle with that name, then take this as a double. I do feel like someone has shed tears over this connection. I do feel like there's been a lot of worry, and there could have been worry about another person or another younger woman here that has a name like Rose or Holly, or like the name of a flower or plant. Okay, I just have to say that. Okay, so I do think that there could have been some worry about another person here too. Like you were afraid that this person chose another person. This all needs to be cleared out, pile number 2, so that you can get onto the good stuff, so that you can actually clear your third eye, get onto your creativity, and get back to creating again, because that's what I'm feeling you guys need to do here. All right, so I do feel somebody is trying to come in, and I do feel like this is fresh energy for you, pile number 2. It says, I'm in love with you, girl, because you're on my mind. You're the one I think about most every time. Don't you understand, girl? This love is true. Girl, you know it's true by Milli Vanilli, all right? So, I do feel like there is new energy trying to come in here. And I think some of you are just having a hard time completing this cycle. I think some of you are nervous to close this cycle with this person, or maybe you still need to have a conversation to wrap that up. But there's someone coming in strongly for you here. And I feel very youthful energy from this person. I'm in love with you, girl, because you're on my mind. You're the one I think about most every time, right? So it says here, ooh, yeah, somebody is hot on you, pile number 2. It says, turn you inside out and lick you like a crisp packet. I want to be every button you press. I want every freckle. Okay, deep desires. So somebody here does really want you. And I feel like you can't get on to the good stuff, pile number 2, until you close up this mess you had here earlier. And I do feel like this person, if you're talking to them, if you guys broke up or you are in separation, you're not talking right now, I do feel like they could come back to you wanting more sex or wanting to do more with you, or telling you, like whispering you sweet nothings, girl, you know it's true. But I do feel like you guys are trying to move out of this energy. I feel like you guys are needing to cast that out, okay? We have Cosmic Lives, number 6 here. Yeah, so, you know, the life that you're living, like you can ask yourself the question, am I meant to feel like barren, like everything sucks, like this is bullshit, like nothing good can happen here, like everything sucks? Or am I meant to be living on a greater scale, like vision work here, cosmic lives? I do feel like some of you are ascending up right now, and you need to kind of rid yourself of some energy. It needs to go. We have present lives, right? Cosmic lives and present lives. So creating on the 3D earth plane versus the 5D. And maybe some of your connections haven't worked in the 3D, okay? Like they've been, energetically it was there, but when it came to actually making something happen in reality, it wasn't there. And I just feel like there's so much here. There's so much here for you to do here, even in the 3D in your present lifetime here. So you really have to stay alert, pile number 2. Third eye chakra. Oh boy, this is what I was talking about with the vision work and clearing your third eye, my beautiful pile number 2s. Okay, so I do think that some of what you've been going through lately has affected your third eye, and I do think it's important to clear that. You need to be in nature here. Look at this beautiful, for those of you in the southern hemisphere, look at this beautiful blooming going on in this card. But either way, you need to really connect both your 5D persona and your 3D persona and try to bring them into unison. And that, you know, is accomplished, of course, through our energy centers in our body, our chakras, right? So your third eye is definitely needing some love here, pile number 2. And if you've felt attacked, or you've had headaches, or you felt that people have been putting you down and disempowering you, That all impacts your third eye, all right? We have 2 number 6s here, cosmic lives and third eye chakra. Some of you are very creative, intuitive beings, and you need to honor that about yourself, okay? So let's go ahead, and I'm like, you know, I'm getting like that here. So what is coming next for my pile number 2s? What is coming next for my pile number? I'm getting real warm in your guys' reading too. You guys could have a fire sign coming towards you in the future, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. What is coming next for you? What is coming next for you in love here? What is coming next? 4 of Cups. Okay, so I do think that person you dealt with in the past is going to be back. But look at this sweatshirt she's wearing. She's wearing a sweatshirt that says over it, and her arms are crossed. So you're clearly over it. And this person may try to come back with an apology and try to smooth things over with you, but you're like, I'm over it. You know, like, I'm done. I'm over it. Like, you're not feeling it. You're not there anymore. And if you do feel that way, don't be upset. I mean, I know you're going to be upset, but don't go crazy over it, because I feel like that's kind of where you need to be. You need to be over it, is what I'm getting here, okay? The Empress, yeah, that's what you're stepping into. When I'm talking about creativity, projects, working on the things that you love, taking care of business, feeling comfortable, feeling physically good in your body, having your health be at its physical peak, wearing clothes that really make you feel good about your body and yourself, like really bringing in the goddess here, really worshiping the divine feminine, and really looking at yourself as an aspect of that, okay? Pile number 2, like, I do feel that this is very important to you, this self-love. I don't think you're wanting something feels boring. I have to be honest here, something feels boring. And I do, like, the past feels boring with this person. And I do feel like you're moving into better territory here with the Empress. Some of you could be over it with the mother or father of your child as well. You could be sick of their bullshit. You're tired of it. Some of you may be wanting to leave the situation. Like, I don't know why I ever thought that this was a good situation for me to be in. I don't know what compelled me to come closer to this situation. But I do feel like, in that sense, you know, you need to clear your path right now, pile number 2, of people who are not here to walk with you in your mission in life, is what I feel. Like, there has been obstacles of people coming in who have been trying to walk your path with you. There's a clear present path for you here with number 28. And some of you may be 28 years old, or you may be with someone who's 28 or 29. Saturn return age, okay? But I do feel like there have been people who've come onto your path who have interrupted your flow, and I do feel like that needs to stop, pile number 2, okay? 5 of Wands, 7 of Swords, yeah. How much can this Empress take, right? How much she's over it, he or she is over it, other people and their bullshit, 7 of Swords, 5 of Wands, egos going crazy all over the place, chaos. Like, the Empress is over it. She's like, I'm not into this anymore. Look at me. I'm a freaking queen over here, and I'm not taking this shit anymore. Magician, yeah, you're gonna haul ass into the 3rd dimension, King of Swords, into the 5th dimension, the 8th dimension, wherever you want to go. You're gonna haul ass out of there, I feel like, and you're going to start working on your abundance, your manifestations, your spell work, your beauty, the things that you want to accomplish in this lifetime, right? Mission over everything. That's what I feel like in this pile. Mission over everything. There's a lot of things that would like to distract you on your path, and sometimes it's even your own sense of ennui. It's your own sense of, like, is nothing good gonna ever come? Am I just gonna be flourishing here on my throne as the Empress with no partner, nothing good happen around me, and all this bullshit? You are in pre-manifestation phase, pile number 2. You're in the phase now where you're at square number 1. So you can literally, and you have the independence and the freedom to transcend this and basically create whatever you want. Like, you have a blank check from spirit here, is what I feel. All right. So let's see what else is coming next for my pile number 2s in love here. 5 of Pentacles. So I do think if you continue to stay in this dance with this old person who kind of keeps popping back in when you feel like you're over it, they pull you off. They pull you out of your out of your hustle is what I get here. They add a lot of, you know, they just add and I think sometimes you start walking the path with this person. Like you're like, all right, I want to be with this person so much. I'm so committed, Hierophant here, that I will literally walk this path with them, but I will walk their path with them. But what about your path? Pile number 2. Who's walking with you on your path, okay? Because you're deserving. You are so deserving with the Empress here, the third eye chakra. You are closing these karmic cycles, 888 energy. So let's go ahead and see if I draw the initials of you or your person or someone that you know, then you know this is for you, double, double. Let's get some initials here. Let's get some initials. We have Z, G, okay, so we could have Generation Z here. Someone here from I just felt Generation Z, GZ here. Soulmate, V, okay. Do you feel like someone's middle initial could be V? If that's the case too, then take it in as it resonates. We have Q. Q is always like, we could have queer in this pile too. We could definitely have that. VA, all right. We have EW, ew, right? Ew, old energy is ewy, right? That's what I see. Let's see. P, okay. Paw, maybe some of you has a little puppy or a cat that has the cute little paws. Maybe they need to get their little nails trimmed. Okay, we have Dow. We have the Dow Jones Industrial Average. Just kidding, you guys. We have POW. Okay, POW in your face, right? We have the DEA. Wow, we got some interesting energy in this pile. I'm looking for DOPE, dope. Oh, we do have dope. All right, maybe someone told you were dope. Maybe someone here does drugs and the other person doesn't, all right? Or maybe someone told you were dope. We do have dope. There's dope right there. Okay, maybe somebody here lives in Washington State or Washington, D.C. We have WA, or Washington, D.C. would be different initials, but take it as it resonates. And we have bow, chicka, bow, wow. We have bow here. Someone needs to take a bow. And then FOB, freight on board. Just kidding. Do we have an SOB here? Just kidding. Pile number 2. All right. So those are your initials. I feel like we could go on there forever with the initials. I love doing initials. So we will take it next to the extended reading where we will go into what they think, what their first impression of you was when they saw you. Okay. Or what it will be if they haven't seen you yet, and how they see this connection going and what your guides are trying to tell you about this connection, all right? So thank you so much, my pile number 3s. I hope you, or my pile number 2s. I hope you enjoyed your reading. And let's move on to pile number 3. Okay, pile number 3, welcome to your reading. You chose the purple tea light. Thank you for being here, pile number 3s. Now, when I was shuffling this deck earlier and I was working, drawing your oracle cards as well, I definitely felt more chaotic energy in pile number 3. So we'll see how this rolls. All right. Ooh, look, already there's a card in here that I didn't know was in there. We've got that chaotic energy. You guys got time to speak up here, and I'm going to take that as part of your reading because it's in the cards here. So there could be something that you need to speak up about more in your life, or maybe some of you are singers or songwriters or creatives, or you're on the mic somehow, but it's time to speak up and get your message out there. Okay, so let's go ahead. I'm just shuffling a few more times here. And we have the purple tea light. So let's get right into it, pile number 3. We are asking what is next for you in love. We will be getting initials at the end of the reading from my little initial bag, okay? And in the extended reading, which you can click below to go to my Vimeo channel, we will be asking what their first impression was of you, or what it will be if you haven't met them yet, how they see this going, and what your guides need to tell you, all right? I think I need to take a drink of water. Ooh, throat chakra on point. All right, let me go ahead and drop in here. For my beautiful pile number 3, spirits, angels, and guides, please help connect me to the energy of my pile number 3s as we work into this reading. What is coming next for my pile number 3s regarding love? What is next in love? Let's do it. All right. I have higher self connect with me. All right. So purple is very spiritual energy, very unicorn type energy. I love this purple tea light, and your higher self is like, I know you've been running around like crazy. Things have been very chaotic. Please pause for a moment and connect with me. Relax. Medium, you are a doorway to the spiritual world. All right, so some of you are, look at this cat here. This cat is so cute. It's so sweet. If some of you may have a little gray cat or a black cat or like a white and gray colored cat, what a sweetie. Tell your cat, give your cat a huge hug for me. I know cats oftentimes don't like that, but I feel like, someone needs a little kiss on their little nose there. So your higher self is trying to connect with you because you are a medium to the spirit world. Some of you may be studying mediumship, or you just may be very connected to spirit, all right? And that's a beautiful thing. If you are very connected to spirit, consider yourself lucky. Your life, when you are truly connected to spirit, it's like your life has 1,000 different shades of color in it. You get so much more information. It's so many more downloads, and life is really lived on a much deeper level. Some of you may have been like pushing away your abilities, or have been not really understanding the level of your abilities. If you do any kind of intuitive work, or you just have a knowing or a sensing, or you have visions or see things, like some of you may be discounting this and kind of, staying in the corner with it. You're being asked, your higher self is wanting to pull you out and lift you up in this regard. February. Okay, look at this. This is my You Will Not Be Alone on Valentine's Day card. I do feel like what's coming next for you in love, and some of you here could be Aquarians. I think it's very important that you guys smile, celebrate, do not lose faith in the universe. And some of you are so fun. Like, I feel like you take care of others on their birthdays, like you bake cakes for them, or you make treats for people, or you throw parties together really well. I feel like some of you are just lifes of the party with very open hearts. And I feel like spirit is acknowledging that in you right now. And for those of you that do have spiritual gifts, it's because you're such a wonderful channel. And I hope that you realize that, okay? So in a couple of days, right? So I do feel like for some of you, there is immediacy in your reading, like immediate energy in your reading in a couple of days, all right? And we're in a very interesting time right now with a Mercury retrograde and Mars retrograde. We're coming up on a full moon. So I definitely feel like right now is the time for what you want. Try making a list right now for what you want in 2021. I feel like the record is going to drop in 2021 for you guys. I feel like it's going to be like the beat's going to drop. You know, when you're at an electronic music festival and everyone's dancing and you wait for the beat to drop, I feel like that's going to happen for you in 2021. So clearly decide what you want now and literally write it out in your journal. I mean, literally, it works, people. You want to be that clear, all right? Especially around areas of love, of career, of success, all of these areas. 533, a change in scenery may help clear the mind. A short trip or vacation may be helpful. Yeah, I do feel it's important for you, even if you can't take a major trip right now, take a drive, all right? Take a drive. Pull off. If you do decide to take a drive, pull off the road if you can, and maybe take a little walk into the woods. I mean, not too far, obviously, but like, I do feel like nature is calling here, and I do feel like you need like the fresh air, and you do need a change of scenery. And I do feel that Aquarian energy where things can get boring. So you need to like reinvent yourself that way. Also, I feel Virgo energy here. 666, step into your inner child as a way of addressing old wounds and restoring a sense of wonderment. Yeah, if you haven't been your usual self where you're just happy and amazed at life and like, this is so fun, I feel like that is coming back to you. And it's going to take new form for you here. I do feel like some of you have an animal spirit or an animal totem that's with you as well. I feel like this animal had white fur as well, or some of you could just have an animal totem with a white fur, like a polar bear or a cat or something with white fur, a rabbit. We have self-indulgence, focus on self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, self-appreciation. Yeah, you guys need to work on, really loving yourself, really getting into, and don't feel like it's self-indulgent to do that. Like, be self-indulgent for 5 minutes and be happy with where you are and what you've accomplished. Kisses, unconditional loving, giving and receiving affection, falling in love. I do think some of you, the more that you connect to who you truly are and to your true power in this world, I do think the more that you open to love, the more your heart space opens to love, and the more that your person can really find you, pile number 3. So keep that in mind. Your work on self is really helping you in this regard. We have 2, dominion, 2 of wands, all right? So I do feel like you guys have big energy and you can own the energy in the room. And, for some of you that are sensitive, if you felt like other people's moods and energies are affecting you, understand that you're the tuning fork and you hold the resonance, and this world is your dominion, okay? And you are supported by the power of nature, by the power of 3, okay? And you're supported by me in this reading as well, pile number 3, just sending you that energy. And I do feel like the more you step into this, into your power, into your strength, and you show who you are, your person can find you that way. That is going to help your person find you. Interference, 8 of swords, okay? So I do feel like, look at the naked boobies here. I do see the letter S here as well. So there could be the temptations around you everywhere that are running interference in your world, all right? And I do feel like there are distractions, and that's why it's really important for you to get out of your house and get on the road for a little bit and go for walks outside, because I feel like it's gonna take you out of this interference. If you're doing a lot of stuff on dating apps, or you're talking to people, or your things are tempting you that you just don't want them to tempt you, even if it's food or just shit that that's not good for you. It's time to run interference against that, all right? It's time to realize what is interfering here. It says, ooh, scary love by the neighborhood. Your love is scaring me. No one has ever cared for me as much as you do. I need you here. And I feel like this is a call to your future lover, pile number 3. You guys have romantic spirits. You're like, your love is scaring me, but no one has cared for me like you as much as you do. I need you here, all right? And I feel like this work that you're doing on yourself is bringing that love towards you. For those of you that are already in partnership, doing this work is bringing you even more abundance and love into your life, okay? And we have here, it says, I had a challenging relationship with my mother, and therefore I can't be vulnerable or open up. Help me unthaw, childhood wound. Okay, so some of you could be working through those childhood wounds right now, and you really need that inner child. Step into your inner child as a way of addressing old wounds and restoring a sense of wonderment. Like actually believing in life again, actually thinking like the world is your oyster, and that this medium, this world is yours to be in. You have every right to be here, pile number 3. Totem animals. Look at I mentioned something about the totem animals. This is number 40. Some of you here could be 40 years old or nearing 40, or your person could be. But there's that it's wolf energy too. It's definitely wolf energy. I feel you guys have a lot of animal spirits around you. You guys might have experienced an animal passing recently, or even in the last, 10 years, that was really challenging or difficult for you. And I feel like, or you could have experienced a passing here. And I just think that you guys have a lot of love and support, okay? And nobody can really, people shouldn't mess with you, pile number 3. That's the other thing I'm getting here. Yeah, clarity. We have number 5, clarity. So I think you're seeing things for what they are. I had a challenging relationship with a parent, therefore I can't be vulnerable or open up. I think you're getting a lot of clarity on that and where you've been protecting yourself. And at times you have needed protection. And I do feel like the spirit world has stepped in to protect you, but now it's time to draw out. I feel like your higher self is wanting to draw you out. This is going to bring you the love that you're looking for. I'm sorry I'm not talking more about a particular person. Maybe we will get into that in your tarot cards, but I feel like this is what needs to be read right now. Base chakra. Okay, so some of you are doing going to be doing a lot of intuitive work, and you're going to be confronting a lot of issues and things from your past and wanting to be vulnerable and open up. And you really have to be grounded here with the base chakra in order to do that work. You really have to feel safe and feel comfortable. Otherwise, it's very hard to be vulnerable and open up. And Spirit is just reminding of what can you do today to make yourself feel safe. And for some of you, you need to speak up with this time to speak up card with certain relationships in your life, whether that's work, family, loved ones, whatever it is. Some of you need to speak up and actually be an advocate for yourself is what I feel here. Don't let people keep distracting you and interfering. I do feel like you're going to get good clarity here, okay? So let's go ahead and see what is next for my pile number 3s in love. What is next for my pile number 3s in love? We have the Fool. Yeah, that's the energy that I was getting. It's like, I wasn't quite feeling your person yet. I think you guys are going on this healing journey, and I think that you guys are reaching for new heights, and I think you guys are forming a deeper relationship with the spirit world, okay? And I do think it's going to bring someone exciting, different, new, fresh energy into your life, someone that you haven't. And like I said, 2021 is when the record's going to drop, pile number 3. So the work that you're doing now is in service to that. So keep that in mind, all right? Something new and fresh and open is coming towards you. Yeah, like I said, the 5 of Cups here, I think you're still working through disappointments. You're still working through some pain. You're still letting go of things. You're still, probably working through some anger too with the red here. And we've had this Mars retrograde going on. I think some of you are wanting to reach for new heights right now, but something keeps pulling you back. And I think it's these old wounds, these issues that need to be dealt with, that need to be integrated and dealt with. And I think that it's going to bring you a lot of peace so that you can really move into the next phase in a very excited, happy way, like maybe you used to be in the past, okay? So what's coming next in love here? We have 6 of Swords. Yeah, you are moving. The 5 of Cups energy is dissipating from you. You can ask your guides to help you move through this and dissipate this energy from your field and I think collectively we're having a 5 of Cups experience right now. I mean, 5 of Cups is Mars and Scorpio, and Mars has been in retrograde. Mars isn't retrograde in Scorpio. Mars is retrograde in Aries right now, but it's just, we are moving into Scorpio season, and we have a Mercury retrograde in Scorpio right now. So I do feel like collectively as a society, we are in Mars and Scorpio territory. A lot of people are mourning, are grieving, and are sitting on a lot of anger. And I feel like this energy is going to dissipate for you, pile number 3, and you're going to experience a more peace and detachment with the past is what I'm getting, in a good way, all right? We have Justice here. If some of you may be concerned that justice wouldn't be served, or that, if you let go of something, like no one's ever going to know the truth of what happened, and nobody's going to be here to tell the story, and that it's not fair, and I get that. And I feel like that could be coming up for some of you. Libra energy in this pile as well, okay? Libra rising, moon, or sun in Libra, or Venus in Libra. I feel like this Libra energy, it's great to balance the scales, but some situations are just they're not ever going to, because the other person isn't going to show up and do the work, okay? I feel like this is a self-guided journey for you here, pile number 3, regardless of whether this other person shows up to do the work with you, like people from your past, etc. You have to do the work too, and it's not going to be a perfect balance before things can come into fruition here. And I think you're going to have to let go of that a little bit. But ultimately, it's going to be good for you, is what I feel, okay? We have judgment. Yeah, there are big things that are happening to you right now on a soul level, pile number 3. And that's why it's, you know, we've got, look at this, we got these titties, we've got people with just underwear on, we've got interference here, right? You know, there could be pleasures of the flesh with the base chakra here that are self-indulgence here too, that are like, they have self-indulgence that are causing you to, you know, stumble or take a minute, take a little bit longer than what you would really want to. But Spirit is reminding you, like, your evolution and your change and your level up, your glow up is happening whether you like it or not, pile number 3. So freaking buckle in, sweetheart, and get ready. I mean, I think you guys have some very strict guides. I don't think you have guides that really coddle you in any way. And they're telling you that they cannot bring you a love interest until you work through you know, some of these issues, okay? So it's very important that you learn to navigate this and move through it. We have Ace of Wands, and there you are, okay? So there you are, creating something totally new, starting from scratch, believing in yourself, and making the commitment to change. And I do feel like a lot of you are holding this power, you're holding this wand, and you don't even, you know, you're not even aware that you're lighting a match and striking something up right now, but you are. You may feel frustrated here with the 5 of Cups and the 6 of Swords. You might feel frustrated about things, but I do think that you are leveling up here with this Ace of Wands, all right? And you're gonna have the courage and the strength. When the time comes, when this new person comes in, you will have the courage and the strength to go there. Okay, and let me just get one more. Can I get one more card for what's coming next for my pile number 3s in love? Can I get one more card? Can I get one more card here? I knew it. I knew I wanted another card. So some of you could have fire sign energy coming in for you. You could have a Leo coming in for you. But I see you guys getting very confident and clear about what it is that brings you happiness. And I see you reaching a Zen level of peace and comfort with the past and things that happened. And when the sun comes up, I do feel that there is resolution on childhood wounding and inner child issues as well. This is a lot of fire, creative potential here. There's also a lot of potential for happiness here, okay? And this was this energy I was seeing in this card, this pure joy, pure happiness, doing things for others simply because it makes them smile, and then getting such a nice, beautiful karmic reward as a result for doing that, okay? My pile number 3s, I do feel that coming in. I think your future happiness is gonna be a lot more simple and easy to digest than what you even know it could be, all right? So let's go ahead and get into some initials. If we get your initials and your person's initials here, or something else that resonates for you here, then you know this reading is time for you times 1,000, okay? So let's get into it. We have B, we have a B and a Y, okay? We have P, we have sex only, okay? So some of you could have been getting real distracted interference here with the pleasures of the flesh. We have Q, so we could have some queer energy in this pile, or just somebody's name with a Q, first or last name or middle name. We have D, okay? We have oi. Why is it a oi? Oh, oi. There's oi. We have boy, okay? So somebody here you could have been dealing with could have been kind of immature, or you know, just wasn't for you. We have DOB, so maybe some of you are checking people's date of births from now on, like astrology wise. I see the initial C here too, and one of the cards not here. We have K, all right, so we have, I'm looking for the R, dork, right? No, I'm just kidding. We have X, run, sex only with that X. It's an interference, you don't need it. We have children, so some of you could have children, or you could be having children in the future. Let's go ahead and see what else we get. We have G, so we have go and run from that X. We have God, okay, so some of you are connecting to your higher self here, are needing to do that. We have W, okay, we have walk, some of you cooking with a wok. Let's see. I like to cook with a wok. Oh, there's the C I was talking about. I knew I saw that C, okay? COD, cancellation of debt. All right, we have an X. We have two X's here. There might be a couple X's that are sniffing around in your territory, but time to let those go. We have an L here, all right? So we have low. So I do think some people could have made you feel low, could have made you been insulting. Time to let those people go. Do we have long? No, we have marriage. Okay, so this could involve marriage and children, this situation. It could be a marriage and children situation with an X that keeps popping back in. Now I have a T here, okay? So toe, somebody could have gotten their card towed. I was trying to see if I had cat. Do I have cat? I had that cat earlier that came up. Aw, well, the cat's here. I definitely feel the cat. All right, so let's go ahead and put a wrap on this, my pile number threes. I hope you enjoyed your reading, and I do hope you all take care. Please follow me to the extended reading on my Vimeo channel if you so desire. Thank you so much, my pile number threes. Enjoy.